But as we do every Monday, we have a bit of a sneak peek at what's coming up in Heart Matters. That goes live not only on air, but also on our socials at 12 o'clock. Our news editor, Leanne Jansen, with us.
Hi.
Morning.
Hello.
Joshlin Smith. The judge, Nathan Erasmus, finding them guilty towards the end of last week, handed down that verdict. Very many people, I think, possibly surprised by the verdict.
Absolutely.
There's just a lot floating in that space, and there's almost a hollow sense of victory on the part of people who wanted the conviction, because none of this has given us any indication of what happened to the young girl.
Absolutely. So the question is it really a victory? You know, Joshlin's mother, Kelly Smith, her boyfriend, Jacquin, Appollis, and their friend, Steveno van Rhyn, were found guilty of human trafficking and kidnapping. But we don't know where Joshlin is. And this was a landmark judgment in this country as well, because never before have people been tried, and also mainly on circumstantial evidence, right, where no body or living person had actually been found. So the big question is, where is she? Police now saying they won't give up the search for her. But many questions are floating about around whether she is actually alive. If she was given to a sangoma and sold to a sangoma, is she alive? If she was trafficked, she may be out of the country, she may be out of the province. But if she was sold to a sangoma, the possibility of her being alive is slim, you know. We also, in Heart Matters today, speak with anti-trafficking organization A21. And according to their statistics, an alarming number of children are being trafficked by their loved ones. So that's not a family friend or the boogeyman who snatched them on the side of the road. This is people in their immediate family. So it's shocking, and it's something that we'll unpack today at 12 o'clock.
It's a very scary thought. I'm possibly paraphrasing, but I think I've got the actual term correct, where Judge Nathan Erasmus, as part of his judgment, had said she was sold like a commodity.
100%.
I mean, that's the thing. And,
yes,
you know, when you say trafficked by family, that's exactly what we're talking about.
That's exactly
people who look at almost the latent value of a living being, saying, I can get 15,000 rand, I can get 50,000 rand for this child. Whatever it is they do with him or her, that's their business, but I'm getting this money for this being.
So we actually also need to look at the psychology of this. You know, when I spoke with Katie Mardrau from A21, ahead of Heart Matters, she said we need to actually deal with the socioeconomic circumstances in mainly rural communities, because 20,000 rand for your child, Aiden.
It's grim stuff, and our news team have done an absolutely brilliant job of keeping us not only on top of the facts and of the story, but also just trying to understand what underpins stories like these. So listen out, 12 o'clock today, they go live on air with us, but then also on all of our social media platforms as of 12 o'clock today.